This will be an extension of yesterday's Pluto direct reading. It was meant to be an all signs reading, but the live went wacky. I'm sorry for the latter half of the video. I did provide timestamps for Aries through Virgo, and I also linked the reading in the description box below for this live. So if you want to catch the playback, I go into more detail on what Pluto energy is, right? This eighth house energy. We have our astrology chat, and I also did again Aries through Virgo, and the timestamps are provided in the description box. I highly suggest watching for your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, and especially during this eclipse season in your North Node placement. If you don't know what any of that is, I also provide birth chart readings, and you can find all my information in the description box below. Okay, so lucky you all, because I just got some new decks today. So it's great timing. Thank you, Libra through Pisces, for being patient. I felt really horrible rewatching it and seeing myself just glitching all over the place. I'm so sorry for that. So lucky you all, you get a new deck for this reading. And it's actually a really amazing deck that I've been wanting to get for quite some time. It's called the Anubis Oracle, and I'll be pulling an oracle card for Libra through Pisces. Okay, and I'll be using this deck. All right, Aries through Virgo signs. I'll be using this deck, this oracle deck, with all my upcoming mid-October readings. So please make sure to check out my channel for the August general. And of course, like, share, and subscribe. All of your support is tremendously helpful to keep this channel going. All right, so I'm just going to dive right into it. Again, if you want to know what Pluto Direct is and what the energy is surrounding that, find that link below. All right, so Libra, we left off with Libra. Libra, this is going to be some astrology around Libra, right? Considering it, we're going to talk about Libra. Pluto is in the fourth house. That fourth house emphasis is mainly for sun and ascendant signs, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't, right? Even if you don't have a sun or ascendant Libra, this could definitely still resonate with you, okay? But Libra, your the Pluto direct, Pluto's going to be in your fourth house. Fourth house talks a lot about what's hidden within the home, right? It also actually talks about the physical home itself. So with this Plutonic energy, again, there's a lot of this forward movement. There's been a lot of tension that's been arising and building, and that's what retrograde energy provides us, right? It's actually a beautiful gift to feel where that tension lies in the body, right? And to be able to question things, to ponder things a bit deeper, especially when it comes to this eighth house energy, very much around intimacy, sexuality, our primalistic natures, right? Which is very much hidden within the home, right? You think about those things that we share with others, those intimate spaces are usually within our fourth house, right? Those really close, intimate relationships. And of course, this also talks about family, right? So there might be some big revelations around this fourth house energy, right? And again, I talked to the other signs about this. It might be sudden for some, but not for most. Again, this eighth house is something that most of us already instinctually know, right, within us. It's something that's maybe been brewing within you for quite some time. So it might not be so sudden and shocking. It might be to others, right, around you. So Libra, fourth house, all things hidden within the home, right? Again, a lot of healing, some guilt or resentment around family, some family wounds, some trauma around the family. Maybe diving into ancestral lineage, right? Ancestral trauma. Looking into your ancestors could be very beneficial during this time, Libra. And for you, Libra, you also have this solar eclipse, right? So The solar eclipse on the 14th, there's a lot of this Libra energy this month. So I do feel like the spotlight is on you in many ways. And I do feel like there's also this supportive energy surrounding you at this time, given this Libra energy and given that this is your season. Again, check out the October general messages for more of a rundown on what's going on for you this month. All right. Let's see what this Pluto direct has for you, Libra. Libra. This King of Cups has been popping out for a lot of the signs. I would say 3 out of the 12 so far have gotten this King of Cups. So I like seeing this upright, okay? And the reason being is because this shows emotional maturity, being vulnerable, right? Pluto direct is about surrendering control, right? It's about being vulnerable and really honest, right? Even if that honesty might be hard, right, to confront. But the King of Cups here, this also could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces that's in your life. But I'm seeing this deepening of the heart space, connecting in with the heart space. The Knight of Swords is here, and I actually want to clarify what this is for you. Oh, the Three of Swords is on the bottom. I see a lot of healing for you with the Three of Swords. It is upright, so again, this healing around the heart space for you. Again, maybe some family trauma, things going on around the home for you, feeling maybe a bit uprooted. Yeah, Hangman. I feel like, Libra, you're going to be feeling a bit topsy-turvy. And the message here for you with the Knight of Swords and the Hangman is to, again, of course, surrender, right? That's what the Hangman is about. This is also about sacrifice, gaining some enlightenment. This is definitely taking space, especially with the Knight of Swords in reverse. It's slow and steady, right? Like I said, you have this solar eclipse in your sign. You might be feeling a bit drained. I see with the Knight of Swords here and the Hangman, maybe a bit sleepy, allowing yourself to rest, allowing space to rest, Libra, because I feel like there's a lot of healing going on with your heart during this time. I want to pull from the soul's journey for you and see what's going on here. Grief, yes. So Libra, the Libra that I'm connecting with, it looks like you're processing a lot of grief. And Pluto wants us to allow space for that, right? Plutonic energy is scorpionic energy, which in the tarot, right, is the death card. It's the judgment card. And grief is very much a part of the death process, right? Mourning the ones that we've lost, whether it's physically or not, right? There's many different types of deaths. There's internal deaths. There might be something that you are internally grieving, right? A part of you that you are shedding. It says here, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Beautiful, beautiful. It is. And another thing about grief that is so profound and most people don't, I guess, recognize is that grief is just unexpressed love, right? And with the King of Cups here, I feel like for you, Libra, it's going to be about, and for all the signs, having healthy support, people that you can be vulnerable with, people that you can talk to during this time, that you can share your grief with, right? Processing your grief at this time is going to be very important. Yeah, a lot of rest for you with this Pluto direct. I know that Pluto direct does talk about movement, right? And I do think that things are going to be moving and shaking around you, especially externally with that 4th house energy. But this is more of an internal space that you need to create for yourself. Finding like the calm within the chaos, right? The calm, the eye of the storm is what I'm seeing. Allow yourself space to grieve, Libra, okay? All right, we have, ooh, wow, Isis just flew out for you. Look at that. The power of Isis. Embodied manifestation of love. What's interesting, Libra, is the reason why I got this deck is because a reader had read using this oracle deck, and I was just so connected to it. And I got this card. And it's interesting that that's the first card that comes out. So very profound medicine there. And I actually, after getting this card, I watched a lot of readings and meditations on Isis, calling in this energy, calling in this divine mother energy, because she is the mother of us all, right? This is very healing energy here that's for you. So I'm going to give you that same advice, Libra. If you are processing some grief at this time, I would suggest calling in this energy of Isis. And again, meditations, you can find a lot of meditations on YouTube, even just listening to her story and the many triumphs that she overcame. Her life was very burdened, by death, right? Talking about death. And she brought in this renewal, right? She was very resilient and strong, very nurturing, very kind. All right, Libra, I wish you all the best. And if you need to get a more clearer reading, I do offer private readings, and you can find all that information in the description box below. All right, Scorpio, we're going to move on to Scorpio, Pluto direct reading. Scorpio, we're in your wheelhouse, right? This is the 8th house, this Plutonic energy. This is your ruling planet. So it might not feel so unknown to you, right? But just know that this Pluto direct is going to be in your 3rd house. 3rd house is a very mental space. So I see for you making sure that you're clearing space. One moment, Scorpio. I need to grab a charger. Thank you for being patient with me. So the 3rd house is a lot around our mental space, like I was saying. And the one thing I got for you, Scorpio, is question everything, right? And you're really good at that already, right? The 8th house, again, is about like psychology, right? Philosophy, and thinking about these really broad, big topics, right? So question everything, Scorpio, right? And what is your truth, right? What is your truth? And hold that near and dear to you. The one thing with this Plutonic energy, the biggest thing that keeps coming to me for every sign is the need to control, right? And I talked to this with Taurus as well. It's like what's true to you might not be true to others. So there's no need to like manipulate or try to convince someone else of what your truth is, and that your truth is more true, right? Like you can hold your truth close to you and your beliefs close to you, but doesn't mean, right, that that's going to be someone else's story, is what I'm getting at here, Scorpio. Communication, expression is at the forefront with the 3rd house, okay? And with that being said, again, there's a lot of this being a good listener, right? What makes a good listener? This could be some questions that you are pondering at this time. What makes a good listener, Scorpio? Being empathetic, being apathetic, right? What are the ways that you listen to yourself and others? There's going to be a lot of learning through observation with the 3rd house. And the 3rd house also does talk about short distance travel. So you might be taking a short trip. This also talks about community, right? Your neighbors. But 3rd house energy, again, mental space. You might be feeling anxiety with this 3rd house emphasis. How can you declutter the mind, right? How can you step into your heart? Take that knowledge, right, Scorpio? Take what you're learning through this 3rd house influence. I see the 3rd house as like a processor, right? Because in this day and age with technology, we're constantly taking information in, right? And it is, again, really important for you to be discerning of what your truth is, right? And not allowing all this information to just be bombarded, right? And then just kind of stuck and stagnant in the mind. I see you having to like defragment, right? Learning how to process information, not take things too personally. This can go for communication with others as well. I really am feeling for you, Scorpio, is empathy is going to be the key to your success. But again, I want you to think about what makes a good listener. Think about those qualities at this time. All right, Scorpio, let's pull some cards for you. What does this Pluto direct have for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs? Scorpio collective. Well, there's that Death card. Scorpionic energy. We have the Five of Wands. Yeah, this is about, again, others, external environments, other people, right? Clouding your judgment. But I see with the Five of Wands that you're not allowing that, right? You're allowing yourself to, again, be a free thinker. Of course, being empathetic and being, again, a good listener. Taking in what you are observing with the Five of Wands in reverse, but not, again, taking it too personally or letting others kind of manipulate or coerce you into something. It's going to really be about you, right? Finding the strength to overcome this. And I do see you doing that, but there is a bit of hesitancy here, I have to say, Scorpio, with the Death in reverse. The question I have for you is, what are you avoiding? You might be avoiding a really big conversation, right? That third house is about communication. Maybe this is something that is weighing heavily on your heart. There's a lot of focus here on money, stability. You have the King and Queen of Pentacles here. So this is leaning more towards a pair, a couple, right? This could be someone that you are in relationship with. And the Queen of Pentacles here is in reverse. If you are single, right, this is just showing up as very heavy influence for you of this Pentacle energy. The Grief card popped out. Libra also got that card. Interesting. You might be grieving the loss of a Queen of Pentacles or a King of Pentacles. There's a lot of growth here, though. There's lessons in this grief. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Very much the Death card, right? Rebirth. You also could be dealing with some financial issues right now with the Pentacle energy, but I want to see, Scorpio, what do we have for you, Scorpio? What is this King and Queen of Pentacles for Scorpio? Please show me what I need to see for Scorpio. Pluto direct. You have grief here again in the middle. So grief is definitely predominant right now. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So finding a deeper appreciation for potentially a relationship, maybe not just looking at it from a material perspective, like what is this person giving me, right, in the physical 3D, but more about emotionally, because I'm not seeing any cup energy here. There's forgiveness and there's fear as well. Maybe there's a fear of not having enough. Maybe this is something that you are overcoming. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Yes, I do think it's going to be important for you to, again, that mental space, that third house is very mental, right? And then we have the Pentacle energy, which is very tangible. But I'm not seeing this heart space. So that there's an absence of the heart here, is what I'm picking up. And this forgiveness card and this fear it's like this harboring resentment, right? It blocks the flow of love. It blocks the flow of the heart. Your heart chakra being open to receive. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So there might be some tests at this time, Scorpio. Your stability might be rocked a bit. And again, you're having to maybe, again, tap into that heart space of yours. What is your heart saying in the situation, Scorpio? Right? Not what's practical, not what's logical, right? There's a lot of logic for you, right? That third house. But again, what is your heart saying, Scorpio? Higher love and wisdom. Beautiful. Higher love. Emphasis on love. Hathor, Set, and Wajet. I feel like I always say he's kind of funky. So I'm going to read just a snippet from this book, okay? The magic of Hathor's unconditional love prepares us to meet our shadow selves. Set, as the trickster, shows us our shadow and clears the pathway for each of us to receive Wajet's great awakenings and the infusion of life force energy. When you draw this card, engage with these directly and see how they are part of your life now. Allow yourself to experience the love of Hathor and the allies you can take with you as you face the shadow in yourself and your situation. With the ensuing magical resolution, you can stand with humility before Wajet's towering power. So I am seeing 3 people here. The message that I'm getting for you is there's a lot of wisdom in this situation. And the main key word here is showing you your shadow, right? Hathor is showing you your shadow, showing you where there might be some flaws or weaknesses or perceived weaknesses. And that is also represented in this 8th house, right? It's not a weakness, right? It's just that we are deepening the understanding of who we are, right, energetically. And that means that we have to take a hard look at our shadow, right? Maybe some of the things that we perceive as our weaknesses, they could actually be your deepest strengths, right? And being really vulnerable in that space, right, requires you to be open in your heart. So it's looking like you're having to open up a bit to this higher love and wisdom that's being provided here, and being humble, right, is going to be very beneficial for you at this time. Humility, practicing humility, Scorpio. All right. We're going to move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this is going to be your Pluto direct reading. Sag, you have Pluto in the 2nd house. Okay, 2nd house is all about our resources, our assets, our earned income, right? It's all about money, right? It's what you have. With Pluto going direct, it could mean that money's coming in, right? The motivation to make money. It also could mean that there could be something maybe taken away, or there's something that you don't have as much control over when it comes to money. It can look very different depending on your chart and the Sag that I'm speaking with. The one thing that I have written down in my notes here for you, Sag, is to be strategic around money this month, and not to be too heavily persuaded or feel like this, what's the word? It's not desire. It's more like feeling a heavy influence of the practical, right? Scorpio kind of just had the same message, but letting go of those physical attachments, I should say, to money, being in more of like a fear or lack mindset, right? Not having enough. Not saying that we don't need money, right? We all do, right? But if that's how we make all of our decisions, and again, not coming from our heart, it can create a rift. It can create an imbalance, and it also can show in your energy, right? You can come off maybe stingy about your resources. Before the video went all glitchy last night, I did keep getting the 4 of Pentacles for you, and it talks about, like, you know, holding on to something, being a bit of a hoarder, right? You're going to be asked to release some of that. You know, you might be tested when it comes to your finances. And then you're going to have to be able to step into the abundance mindset that, you know, money comes and money goes. And I'm always provided for. Maybe these are some of the mantras that you're going to be telling yourself. I am always provided for. even in times of distress, right? In times of trouble, universe will always provide for me. And of course, doing the work, right? Having that mindset, positive mindset, even in struggle, even in financial struggle. All right, Sag. Let's pull some cards here. Let's see what Pluto direct has for you. What are the messages for Sagittarius? Sun, moon, rising, and or Venus signs. Sagittarius, let's see. Sagittarius, what do they need to know? What do they need to see at this time for Sagittarius? Ten of Pentacles just popped out there in reverse. That does talk about, like, again, maybe like a 5-year plan that's not coming to fruition, and there's a reason for that. You know, this could be, oh, there's that 4 of Pentacles. Again, I'm getting a very similar message. Yeah, you're letting go of something, especially when it comes to money. Could be letting go of a job. Okay, perfect. I like seeing that for you. I got the 6 of Pentacles here. There might be a water sign that is helping you out during this time. You might have water in your chart. There's a Queen of Cups here. I just get the song, I get by with a little help from my friends, 3 of Cups. So again, pulling yourself out of a financial rut or any sort of burden or hard time, right, with the 5 of Cups here. Know that you can rely on others, and I feel like you do have support here with the 6 of Pentacles showing up for you. This is equal exchange, give and take, but it also requires you being in that flow and being consistent, right? If you're always just holding on, right, and not willing to give, you know, how can the universe really give you, right? And you have to be in that flow, right? If you're just like, I can't give, that scarcity mindset, I don't have enough, right? The universe hears that very loud and clear. And it just keeps giving you that same, right? I don't have enough. You don't have enough, right? It's like affirming to yourself that you don't. So getting in alignment, 6 of Pentacles, that you do have enough and you're always provided for. And again, there are people and support out there with the 3 of Cups that are willing to assist you at this time. It could be not just money, right? Sag, just could be, again, like emotional, right? Emotional support here with the Queen of Cups, 5 of Cups. Let's pull from the soul's journey for Sag. I see something coming in for you, though, the 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. I do. Envy showing up, and blame. Blame here. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You can place the rules as you see fit. This is a general reading. If you want to get a private reading, you can find my information in the description box below. So there's a level of envy and blame here. And I don't know what side this is on. Maybe you feel, again, I'm sensing, Sag, that you feel left out on a deal or taken advantage of. Even breadcrumbs could also be something symbolized here in the 6 of Pentacles. But you have to accept responsibility in the situation, it's seeming. It takes 3 to tango. It takes 2 to tango is the saying, but I'm making a silly joke. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Yeah, not being victimized, right? Placing the blame game, being envious of others, right? Again, that energy, that lower frequency of envy, right? Greed, lack, right? That's all part of that same low frequency. And if you stay in that, right, then you know that you're going to keep attracting that. Like attracts like. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. This is something that you should be affirming to yourself, right? Because everyone is going through their own struggle, right? It might seem, though, Sag, that maybe some things are just handed to people on a golden plate, right? They don't have to work for anything. And that maybe that's when the envy starts creeping in, right? The stories that you tell yourself from maybe your childhood. Feeling burned by someone. right? These are some things that are coming to the forefront for you. And I am sensing that there's a need to forgive and taking responsibility for your own well-being, right? Knowing that you will be provided for. And of course, not allowing others to take advantage of you or breadcrumb you if that is the scenario. Understanding that everyone has their different challenges and also their different karma that they are facing for their choices. Okay? All right, let's pull from the Anubis Oracle for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Sagittarius. Cycles of change. Beautiful. I just got this deck, so naturally, I don't know what most of these cards mean. Okay. It says Kapura. Kapura is known as the Becoming One, the ancient scarab beetle who pushes the solar orb above the horizon at dawn. You know, what's interesting is I'm getting a connection with the After Tarot deck that I have. They have the scarab beetle on the Ace of Pentacles. So again, it's your mentality. It's your mindset. There is potential. Ace of Pentacles is money coming in, new opportunities, tangible opportunities in all arenas of your life when there's an ace, right? Just know that. But it is a mindset for you, Sag. The scarab represents the gentle rays of the morning sun, is closely associated with creation and resurrection. Caperia is a loyal guardian and protector of the planet Earth and all her creatures. As a spiral dancer who filters and transmits the powerful stellar and cosmic forces that radiate onto our planet and into all of Earth's creatures, Caperia mitigates these energies while holding the balance of time and the turning of the ages in his feet. If you have drawn this card, Sag, it is time to increase your awareness of the more subtle energies that are influencing you. You are encoding the mystery teachings of the spiral dance and the nature of change. And Caperia is there to protect and support you during the quickening. So there's a lot of movement in this energy, it's looking like. And the cycles of life, right? Change. There's a heightened awareness that this energy is offering you at this time. But it looks like you are undergoing some level of change, Sagittarius. And it says here, if your situation requires protection, feel the energies of Caperia surround and enfold you, especially when you find yourself in a physically or emotionally toxic environment. And it's also saying here it is a good time to stay in alignment with the planet and stars, right? This is very much about the earthly realm. Caperia helps navigate the cycles within nature. So it is a good time to consult with the stars. So meaning look into astrology, right? Tarot, your birth chart. There's a lot of codes there for you, Sag. To see what's going on with you astrologically right now. So just know I do offer birth chart readings if you're feeling guided to do so. Alrighty, Capricorn. Capricorn. Pluto is in your first house. The spotlight is on you at this time, Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Doesn't matter. This Capricorn energy is being highly influenced. There's a strong presence of this Plutonic energy for you, Capricorn. How are you going to use it wisely? Ooh, we got 2 10s showing up here. The 10, wow, 3 10s. You definitely are undergoing a major cycle here. 10s are the end of that cycle. Capricorn. What is this 10 of Pentacles about for Capricorn? Ooh, Ace of Wands. King of Pentacles. I see a lot of stability for you, Capricorn. I really do. And I also have this Ace of Wands here. It's something that you're very passionate about. Passionate about family here, the Ten of Pentacles. Let's see here, though. I'm going to put these cards back and we're going to start over here and see what wants to come out. But the Ten of Pentacles did show itself with the Ace of Wands. Again, first house influence is going to be about self-mastery, right? It's also about the ego. When I think of the first house, it's our identity. It's how we identify with the world. It's also how our sun, right? Our first house is how we see ourselves, right? This is what they normally say for astrology is your sun is how you perceive yourself. Your ascendant is how others perceive you in the world. And your moon is, of course, that emotional landscape. And every other planet has its own meaning. But this is high focus on self right now. And some might perceive it as being selfish, but maybe you're having to make some sort of quote unquote selfish act, right? For your highest good, right? Not always about what others are needing. With that Ten of Pentacles, it might have felt like there was a lot of people relying on you, right? Ten of Pentacles can be a card with, you know, a lot of responsibilities to uphold that Ten of Pentacles, right? The Three of Swords is popping itself out here. There's a lot of healing in this energy for you, Capricorn. Healing from heartbreak. Okay, Capricorn, let's pull some cards. Let's get 2 cards for you, Capricorn. Pluto, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. My God, this 3 of Cups is showing up. The 3 of Cups and what was the other one? The King of Cups. I am sensing that all the collective, each and every sign is going to need that support right now, more than ever. Right? We always need our community, our support systems. But with this 3 of Cups showing itself, it's like close, intimate friendships, relationships, they're going to really help you through. Okay? And you might be really enjoying, right, the people around you, the company that you have at this time. With the Sun card here. The Sun, we talked about that, right? Pluto in the first house. This is your Sun energy, right? And it's just emphasizing that it's potentially something really positive that's shifting and changing for you during this Pluto direct transit. What else do we have for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs for Capricorn for this Pluto direct. Let's see here. Yes, there is the King of Cups again. The King of Cups has shown up for almost every reading now. Like, well, not every, I would say 5 out of 12. There's this reigniting of your passions. Knight of Wands, beautiful energy here. Beating to the rhythm of your own drum. You see this woman that's is drumming here. There's a lot of this synchronicity I'm seeing for you. I see you making a big choice here. The Lovers is showing up. You might be dealing with a Gemini, a water sign, a fire sign. There could be reunion here with the Lovers. But again, the Lovers talks about decision. Yeah, balance just flipped itself out here. Getting connected with your heart, your passions, right? This could be travel with the Knight of Wands. Fun, excitement, play. Knight of Wands, 3 of Cups is a lot of play. Honesty. Yeah, I'm being really brutally honest with yourself and others about what really does make you happy. The Ace of Wands showed itself earlier. So this is passion, reigniting and emerging within you. I'm hearing Kundalini awakening, which I don't know a lot about, but maybe this is something that you are experiencing at this time, Capricorn. You could look that up online. But the honesty card here is saying, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Amen. You might have to be really honest about what your Sun energy is at this time, okay? Being very vulnerable with the King of Cups, making clear choices here with the Lovers card, right? Getting in alignment with your passions, your purpose, your play is what I'm hearing. Beautiful. All right, let's pull from the Anubis Oracle here for you, Capricorn. Capricorn, what do we have for the Capricorn collective? Whoa, my God, the cards are just going all over here. The one card that is showing itself to me upright is the sacred relationship. You might be feeling that something is very sacred, right? A relationship in your life that you deem very sacred. It's the two, so it's reminding me of the Two of Cups. We have here the Master Craftsman, and please forgive me for saying these words wrong. I'm going to have to research how to say these words correctly. The Master Craftsman, Khnum, fashions the new human on his potter's wheel. Horus and Sobek hold the tension of opposites and come into reconciliation and acceptance of each other's gifts. So I am seeing this, again, the Two of Cups, this equal exchange, this flow of energy, something that is sacred to you. Understanding your strengths and your weaknesses amongst a relationship. Sekhmet offers her fiery, fierce compassion to transform the polarized heart so that for forgiveness and sacred purpose can emerge. The Sphinx, as the earth altar, conveys cosmic wisdom into the awakening heart. In your interaction with the composite, consider what you are constructing in your life, in your relationships, and other situations. Look at the possible reconciliations that transform polarities and conflict, and how you can reflect the actions of these allies as you find deep understanding, compassion, and or forgiveness within yourself. Beautiful. Yeah, the main message there that I'm getting for you, Capricorn, is that understanding the strengths and weaknesses amongst a relationship dynamic, right? And the sacred relationship can be many things. It doesn't have to just be with someone else. It could be within yourself, right? And it also can be with a friend or a family member. It doesn't have to be a boyfriend, girlfriend, right? All right, Pisces. No, sorry, Aquarius. I can't skip you, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. Pluto's going to be in your 12th house. 12th house is a very interesting house, very much like the 8th house. It's a very mystical house. It's a very spiritual house. It also talks about the subconscious realm. So Pluto in the 12th house. You could be really craving some alone time, right? It could be a lot that's going on around you and it's requiring you to process, right? The 12th house also talks a lot about karma and past lives. I feel like for your last reading, I would go check out on my channel the October messages. Oh, the Magician card. Look at that. You might be dealing with a Gemini. I feel like it was for October that you have this 12th house influence, and I would highly suggest watching your October reading, because 12th house energy is at the forefront for you. Yeah, it was either September or October, so I would go watch them. But yeah, 12th house also talks about mental health. And the 8th house definitely brings that up, right? You know, the 8th house is about psychology and the human psyche. So there's a lot around this mental space for you. And it could be a bit triggering. So again, allow yourself some space. The Magician card is about like manifesting. It's in reverse here. The power lies within you, Aquarius, is what I'm hearing. The Magician holds all the elements, right? The one thing about the Magician in reverse is they can be a trickster, right? Manipulating energy to go in their favor. So just be mindful of that. What are you